work, I got that work until I'm 60 in the dirt.
Nigga, bro.
Nurse, I got that work
What up,
until
facts?
I'm gone. Put my name up on the shirt, I got that work.
Hey, my peoples, they like Nino, you and know they got that work. All about them C-notes, so they stay out on that curve. Not trying to no PK killing this show, you ain't hurt. What? Feel like I'm Carlito when they talking moving bird swerve. Go, got that perk, that pet.
What's good, y'all? This is the Red Zone. I am your boy Tuck and Roll. I'm rolling solo today. I ain't got my boy Dub with me, but I'm pretty sure we're going to mention him here and there because, you know, he on the high horse because his Patriots is 4-0, but we'll get into that later on in the show. Shout out to my boy Coins Figueroa, man. Let me bring that back real quick just so you can hear a little bit more of that because that's what gets me going on a daily. Let's go.
Hey, my peoples, they like Nino, you and know they got that work. All about them C-notes, so they stay out on that curve. Not trying to no PK killer this show, you ain't hurt. What? Feel like I'm Carlito when they talking moving bird swerve. Go, got that perk, that pill, that drug. Yeah, they drugs, so you got that blow, man. That's that white girl, yo, that's slow. Come here, well, I hump this coat. Now she turn her knob, it's broke. Hit the spot, we throw that dope. Strippers up and down the pole.
Coins Figueroa, man. If that don't get you turned up, if that don't do whatever it needs to do for you, then you just really don't know music. But man, shout out to my boy Coins Figueroa, NOPK, Hollywood Click. You know what it is. Yeah, man, but I ain't been doing nothing, man. You know, just traveling, working, taking care of the fam, doing what I do. Let me go ahead and get into the last week wrap up. You know what? Skip the wrap up. We know what happened. Let's talk. Philadelphia Eagles fly 1-3. I see the haters on Facebook. I see, you know, the homies on the group me. Even my girl, man, shout out to my girl, Renee, shout out. Even she is talking down. My kids is coming up to me talking about, Daddy, why the Eagles keep losing? Why the Eagles keep losing? And I got it instilled in their head like, hey, we're all Eagles fans. We're in this together. And I feel like I'm losing them. Like, at any point in time, they're just going to jump off the bandwagon and hop on somewhere else. And I can't have that. So we're going to pull it together in Philadelphia. The number one thing we got to do is we have to get the defense straight. We got to get the defense on the same page to where we're at least competing. Last week against the Broncos, we didn't even compete in the second half. We played one half of football, and the whole second half, we shut it down. Couldn't get anything going on offense. And you've seen what happened on defense. Peyton Manning was getting like 9 yards per play in the second half. Like, you're not going to win any game giving anybody 9 yards per play. But once again, you know, it is Denver Broncos. It is Peyton Manning. But still, you got to work. It's just, you know, you got to work, bottom line. But the next game we got the Giants. We should beat the Giants. And then, like, the next 3 games we have, I think it's the Raiders, Cowboys, and then the Giants again. Then we get a bye week. So Philadelphia's going to be all right. Don't get all caught up in the hype and what's going on right now because it's early in the season. We're going to be okay. Trust and believe that. I mean, we started the season 3-0 last year, so I don't see why we can't easily turn it around and just make it a little bit different this year. The first quarter of the season, 1-3. We got to go in the second quarter, hit a 4-0 mark, and that could just push us over the hump, rolling into the third quarter and, you know, see what happens coming into the fourth quarter of the season. Like I said, the Eagles will reach the playoffs 13-3 at best, 12-4 at worst, and that's just what it is, man. Let's talk a little bit on the last week. Last week there were some big games, man. The Browns have won 2 in a row since they traded Trent Richardson. I think that's real big coming out of Cleveland. The Hoyer kid is playing quarterback. Exactly. The Texans. How about those Texans? You cannot, I repeat, you cannot, Mashab, you cannot throw that ball. You gotta eat that. You gotta just take that sack, man. You gotta take that sack. If you take the sack, you win the game. Simple as that. I mean, you throw it away, you throw a pick six. Now Richard Sherman is gonna have an even bigger head. But it is the Seahawks, and the Seahawks are pretty good. The Texans are average as of right now. Let's see. The 49ers, they came out and smacked the Rams. The Rams are no good. The Bills got a big win against the Ravens. I thought the Ravens were on their way to show something a lot better than what they showed week 1, but looks like the Bills got the better half of them. The Steelers suck. The Vikings, they finally got the W over the Steelers. Adrian Peterson just can't be stopped. Simple as that. The Buccaneers had Mike Glennon coming in, slanging the cookie. He threw 1 touchdown, and then that was just about it. The Cardinals were shut out until the fourth quarter, and the Buccaneers were shut out in the whole second half, so they didn't really do too much. The Chiefs just smashed the Giants all in the second half. I don't know what's wrong with these NFC East teams, man, but the Eagles, Cowboys, and the Giants, and let's see, also the Redskins, those 4 teams combined scored 21 points in the second half. Are you kidding me? The Broncos scored 21 points in the third quarter. So all that talk about the NFC East being the best team, best division in the league, no, not this year. As of right now, that is a false statement. I'm the one of the ones that said it, so yeah, whatever, it's wrong. Based on the first quarter of the season, the AFC West looks out to be the best division in football. 2 undefeated teams in the division. Chargers 3-1. Raiders, Raiders are going to be in the slums because that's where the Raiders belong. But I mean, no lie, the AFC West is they're doing their thing. They're definitely playing ball. I don't know what's gotten into them, but they're coming out. They're coming out firing on all cylinders. And shout out to the AFC West on that. And as far as the Denver Broncos go, man, right now it's looking like they will be 16-0 Super Bowl champions. I don't know the recipe for beating them. I don't know if it's getting to Peyton Manning, playing coverage, or trying to score with them. I don't know what it is. Somebody's gonna beat them. I don't see any team beating them, whether they're home or away. It doesn't matter. I don't see anybody beating them. I can see them easily going 16-0. It can happen. So we'll see. I mean, they got the Cowboys this week. The Cowboys have a chance because they have a defensive line that can get to Peyton Manning, but like I said, their secondary, I think, as of right now, the Cowboys are last in the league in passing defense, so I can see Peyton Manning doing what he does once again. I mean, I love it because I got him on my fantasy team. He's my quarterback, so, hey, rack him up. Throw 7 touchdowns. Let's run the score up. Do whatever you got to do. And I'm loving it even more because it's against the Cowboys. I mean, we just felt the pain last week, 52-20. Yeah, I was salty, whatever, but I'm over it now. And the Cowboys get to feel the same thing that I felt. You just can't stop that man, Peyton Manning. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Cannot be done. Only way somebody's going to beat him is if he has a bad game, and I don't see that happening. But let's go ahead and get into the predictions for next week. Let's see what we got. We got Buffalo at Cleveland. I got the Browns. I think the Browns are going to win 3 in a row on this one easily. In Cleveland, they're going to be turned up. So, yeah, let's go Cleveland. New Orleans at Chicago. I got the Bears. I think New Orleans come into Chicago and they're going to take that loss. They're coming off of a big win over the Dolphins. New Orleans is currently 4-0. Chicago sitting at 3-1. They just lost last week to the Lions. So I got the Bears winning this one, man. They're back at home. Big win, big game. New England at Cincinnati. I think New England takes the first loss. I can see the Cincinnati Bengals. They're just coming off a loss to the Browns, sitting at 2-2. They're trying to take a hold of that division by winning this game. They don't want to be in the tie with the Browns. So, yeah. Detroit at Green Bay. Detroit Lions. Nobody's going to stop Megatron. Simple as that. Seattle at Indiana. Big game. Seattle and Colts. Seahawks and the Colts. I want to say Seahawks, man, but I'm really thinking Andrew Luck at home in the Dome. When we've seen this year, the Seahawks don't play very well on the road. So I'm going to go with the Colts on that one. We got Baltimore coming into Miami. Miami didn't play too well against New Orleans. I think Miami will pull this one out. They'll beat the Ravens. Philly at New York Giants. Philly, we got to get on the right track, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go. Jacksonville at St. Louis. That is the Turd Bowl of the week, but that Turd Bowl will belong to the St. Louis Rams. Kansas City Chiefs at Tennessee Titans. Jake Locker is hurt, I believe. Kansas City Chiefs 5-0. Wow, who would have called that? Who called Kansas City going 5-0 or being 5-0 or even being 4-0? Nobody. Carolina at Arizona. Let's go, Cameron. I got you. Denver at Dallas. Denver wins big. Bottom line. Houston at the 49ers. In Candlestick Sunday night. I got the Niners, man. I don't, like I said, Schaub is that's a bad way to lose the game, and that kind of loss rolls over into the next week. So I'm gonna go with the Niners. We got the Chargers at Oakland. Chargers will win that game easily. Monday night, Jets and the Falcons. I got the Falcons winning that one, man. That's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much the wrap up, man. Like I said, I got the predictions going. This is the Red Zone. I am your boy Tuck and Roll. Hit us up, man. Facebook.com/Tuck70. You can catch us on the podcast. We're releasing them every day, or every time we're releasing them, we're posting them. Comment, like, share, do whatever, download, listen. You know what I'm saying? Join the Red Zone group on Facebook. Hit us up on Instagram at TucknRoll 70 or at Leaders of the New School. I don't know how he spells it. Just go to my page and you can find his. That's just what it is. And that's what it is, man. This is the Red Zone. And like I said, fly, Eagles fly, and I'm out.